Alright, we got ourselves all situated out.
Hey, Logan.
She's up and about.
Yeah,
What's
no,
up?
again, this is, in my opinion, like one of the worst zombies in the game.
She's just standing there.
Oh,
And just noticing
she's
how
lying
many
there.
bullets...
Like, I swear,
genuinely...
like, here's the thing.
I agree with you. I swear that some zombies in this game are just given 5 times as much health as any other zombie.
I honestly think that zombie, like, one of the things, I don't think you can crit that zombie. Like, I don't think you can
First off,
crit
I
kill.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Oh, no, not the fat
oh
one.
boy.
Oh.
That reminded me of something I wanted to say earlier. So near the end of the last part, we saw a fat one. It looked like he was trying to pry open a vending
That's the
machine.
same
It's like
guy.
Machine?
Yeah.
Yes.
okay,
Yeah,
but
that was him.
I just like the idea of like even in the after, even undead, he still wants that ding dong.
It fell again. It was one of his last. It was one of his regrets in his living life, and he wanted to seek some closure. So again, true to the series is this game's version of Jill. We have ourselves a grenade launcher.
Yay.
That
I
shoots
don't
at
want to kill
grenades.
this guy though. I don't want to kill this guy. No, like, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah,
Let me check and see if I missed anything.
some zombies are not worth it.
I mean, this guy can just run around the loop. Come this way. Follow me. Because I quickly engage this. Okay, quick. No, I wish I could use I wish I could actually use my computer's number pad for this. 109.
Well, then it wouldn't be
Good.
quite
More
as
bullets.
scary if that was the case.
And
Oh, there he is.
That was my locker. Get back here with my bullets.
Damn, you're lucky because my zombie like lunged forward faster when
He
I got
reaches far and
trapped in
oh
there.
no, now she has a friend.
So what you're telling us about is that in your run of the game, you were the zombies were they were secretly disguised zombies, but they were actually freaking bandersnatches.
Sure.
with their little grabby cans.
Snatch.
All right, let's get back this way because I gotta
Those
find
those fucking cheese monsters from the underwear or whatever.
Also, now that Matt has shown off how to find all of the combinations and they do not change between scenario A and scenario B, I'm going to say screw the laws of time and reality. Now that I know what the combinations are in advance, I'm just gonna cheat the system and use them now
Yeah.
Nice.
because these do never change.
Yeah. No, they never do
And-
change.
All right, so
And I
23 is
actually-
number 1.
I actually think the game acknowledges that they never change and stuff like that.
That'd be actually silly. But you can find their combinations the normal way. Like they don't ever delete them. Like if you for whatever reason
Yeah.
forgot, you can find the notes again. But I mean that would be much longer. So I mean while I have the opportunity to now, here it is. May as well grab these because what we have here will be okay, so that first one is of course very useful. Excuse me, sir. That first one's very useful, of course, an inventory upgrade. Here's Leon's whole thing of like putting in all their initials. This one I'll do just to show off because it's still Ned. I think the other one is FC or PL.
Inside this desk, we will find is a declassified school survival guide.
M.R.
I will.
Ah!
Nah, it's a speed loader,
love that
and
show.
it's a speed loader,
Ah,
and
yeah, it's a-
unfortunately, go ahead. Sorry, your thing.
I was just agreeing. It's like I probably should, maybe not sometime super soon, but go back and rewatch that show because I feel like a lot of it holds up surprisingly well.
I remember having
yeah.
fun with it.
So I did get a speed loader, Matt. Unfortunately, it is not for the gun that I'm using.
Yeah, no, for some guns, you get 2 speed loaders and all that. So.
Right, so it's gonna be a little while till we get that one. For now, that's it for the first floor. Gosh dang it! You have nothing left for me to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, look at your face.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave you, dude. All right, now let's just carry on our merry way.
Let's Keanu Reeves on our way.
It's a much. I'd like to say it's a more
Carry on my wayward son.
away. It's I'd like to say it's a more relaxing time in the sense of like it's definitely like this one definitely cuts out a lot more of like there's more action I'd like to think in terms of where you're going.
Yeah.
Use this.
So where's Mr. Extra Large anyway?
Mr. Extra
he's going to
Large
show up soon.
I forget where he shows up actually. It's been a while. I want to say
I
it's
know
up ahead in the next hallway.
I don't know when he's going to show up, so we'll wait and see.
Captain Commando was holding out on us.
Fair enough. Let's check this one. Nothing. Oh, there's the little red gem box.
Ooh, a pretty little box.
It's a cute little box, but I need the red gem in order to get the goodie out of it first. Okay, let's head
I'm trying to
upstairs
remember
first.
how much time it took for Leon to even get that box, if he even needed that box in the first place.
The red box, I believe, was in the same room as the statue just before he saw the just before seeing the helicopter crash.
Huh.
Also, did you turn off the steam pump or not yet?
I just did, yes.
Okay, because
He's past that, I know.
yeah.
That's our spade key, which is why I'm going. Yeah, that's right. I believe he appears just as you're heading towards the umbrella offices.
Mm-hmm.
So for now,
You don't have any tolerance for little steampunks.
Steampunks. Good. Yes.
No punks allowed. So yeah, no, we'll just grab that. Oh, he was still alive.
And, yeah, and this guy has
Dang it.
has no time for my crap.
I was doing
Or
so
yours.
good managing that. Fine. Okay, we're gonna have to find an herb somewhere. You down.
I said down, Simba, down.
Of the sea.
I need, you know what? I need to look back into that. I wonder if someone's made a compilation or not of. I recall that was one of the big things when the RE2 demo was released of people noting how resilient the zombies were and how like almost unkillable to them they seemed.
Yeah.
I just remember like that. I just remember that like that's why you saw all those articles like, oh my gosh, RE2 is like one of the hardest games I've ever played, just because they thought, because they were playing, because this is them coming off of RE5 and 6 where they thought, oh, everything needs to die when, no, genuinely, if you can just stun and keep them on the floor, that's probably the best case scenario for you.
Yeah.
All right, so back on the 3rd floor, checking over here just make sure there was no item I missed. Nope. Yep. I'm looking forward to Welcome to Raccoon City. I hope it'll be a nice, fun, dumb movie.
I mean, yeah, but I'm also annoyed that we're never going to get a, like... okay, this will feel more like a proper Resident Evil than the other Resident Evil movies, let's be fair as well.
Also, yes, Hype, I do believe mummification would be the one thing to really bring Sly Cooper back.
Yeah. For context, Kevin Miller, the voice actor for Sly Cooper, Cooper. Yeah, basically.
Anyway.
Oh, hang on just a second.
You're fine. He was. I mean.
Oh, that's not as scary the second time.
I know you kind of see it coming at that point. It's like when you see the tracks in a roller coaster. But I mean, it's. I mean, first off, it would have to come on. I think it'd either have to fall on Sanzaru or somebody else to carry the mantle to Sly. Because I don't know.
Well, again,
Sucker Punch I think is fine. And
well, first off, sorry about that. Mom was just trying to tell me something. And second off, there are still people that are, and I haven't heard anyone disprove it, but there are still rumors that Sumo Digital might be doing Sly 5, so it might be them.
I could.
Assuming it is a Sly 5, or not just a straight-up reboot.
And I would, and that is, again, I hate to be such a stickler, and I know we as this group, especially Hype, have always made the case of, well, this different voice actor can probably still pull it off just as well and should be accepted and regarded just as well. Okay, take that book for later. But it's something is going to seem so missing to me if, there it is, if they do bring back Sly, but you know, Kevin Miller and the other two whose names I am forgetting except for Chris. I always remember Chris, but I can never remember their other names as much. Then
Matt Olson.
Click on my mind. Matt Olson, thank you. There's something gonna be missing if those three aren't back for it. Especially if they're still in the business.
I feel like Matt Olson probably won't be too hard, since that is, as far as I know, the only character he's ever played in his career.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Like, he's only been the Murray.
I'm
the Murray.
honestly astonished. That's his name. Rebranded as The Murray.
The Murray.
The one and only!
Never to be replaced. So the way this works is, again, we look at this and we can see the first two symbols, which is the two people and the scales, and then to find the third symbol, we need to look back at the book, and you can see it's kind of the weird curvy snake. You have to look real close.
That does seem a little convoluted.
Welcome to Scenario B. Scale and
this almost feels like Baby's first Silent Hill.
That was another thing that's the other thing that I would look at Silent Hill and definitely say is a big thing is like they definitely I'll just put it there. They definitely play up the use of puzzles a lot more in Silent Hill than in this. Here the most you have to deal with is match the colors or push the buttons, and that you have to like do like actual like literary analysis sometimes, I swear.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why later Silent Hill games, at least, I don't know if the first one had it, I know 2 and onward did, where there were 2 difficulty settings. One for like typical like combat scenarios and another for the puzzles.
Right.
It kind of reminds me about how, and this is a real thing. Look it up in.
Oh,
Sorry about
my
the cut
leg!
there. Oh, now she's.
His
Stay.
leg.
Oh, you did the
Down,
same mistake
down.
I did.
What?
Getting this asshole trapped in there for the puzzle later.
Oh. Yep. Well, the puzzle's already been done.
No,
thank
not the
goodness,
puzzle, but the because that's a shortcut.
Okay. High Pass did get going for a little while, but he'll join us later.
Alrighty.
Well, no. I mean, I'll say right now, I believe I do almost mess up and have a royal, like, cock-up situation on my hands when Mr. X shows up.
I mean, makes
And
sense.
he chases me around.
But yeah, so I'm amazed that one zombie has not noticed you yet.
And I'm amazed that Claire's able to move these bookcases like that.
Bison Strength Arms.
I mean, I can already imagine it being enough of a strain for Leon, but for Claire, like, damn,
Bison strength
Chris trained her well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you about to challenge a bison to an arm wrestling contest? I don't think so. There's
Fair.
a damn good reason.
Fair.
Why am I suddenly imagining at some point, like, Chris literally teaches her to try and punch boulders?
I mean, someone's got to carry on that lineage.
No.
And I genuinely think at some point, forget all the jokes, eventually at some point, he's going to give up on Leon and say, okay, Claire, you have to be the one to carry on the Redfield lineage.
Well, of course. But
You'll find someone.
by the way, here's but yeah, I feel. Oh God, what was I talking?
Here we are.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about me leaving a zombie in there to hide away from the
something with
X. Oh, we were talking about having about Silent Hill having like puzzles and going on like the different difficulties.
So there's a difficulty saying it's mostly for like puzzles or it is for combat or something.
I'm so
One,
sorry,
one
Matt,
for combat,
real
one
quick.
for puzzles.
And I'm so sorry, Matt, real quick. This is the alternate source. Is someone in scenario B took a photo of the lion statue puzzle.
Why?
Crown Fire Bird.
Crown Fire Bird.
So we'll keep that in mind for later.
But
And I'll take out my grenade launcher.
anyway,
Now back to you with the difficulty of puzzles.
no, I'm just reminded of in South Park, the fractured butthole. The difficulty slider is your skin color. And
I remember that.
I thought
Forgot that was an odd one.
But here's the thing. Apparently, didn't affect combat. Combat was the same. However, the overworld was more difficult with extra puzzles and stuff you had to do.
Right. I mean, it was like a Mega Monkey mode from Curse of Monkey Island.
Which
Just additional steps all over the place. I'll just use
honestly, I would cry. I'd cry more foul if it weren't for the fact that it's South Park.
It's
they totally
South
would.
Park, and to be fair, everybody is actually like they think it's funny and all that. To be fair, I think it's funny.
I mean, again, it's South Park. It's one of those cases where you kind of realize what it is, and it's like, go on your merry way.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, sorry.
You're fine. Honestly, man, going back to that, though, it's kind of a crying shame looking back on how, you had the Stick of Truth and how well that turned out to be, and then you had the Fractured Butthole, which is just, a myriad of its own problems.
I thought that the Fractured Butthole was not that bad. I think it still had its ups and all that.
I'd imagine it still had its ups, but it's also one of those cases where it really did not help Ubisoft's case of being a crummy developer.
That is also fair. I will give you that.
Okay. And the reason why I'm having my grenade launcher on me at this juncture now is because, once again, puzzles solved just about the same as it always has been. And we attach this to here.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering where that was.
This will
My arm,
give us
I
the
mean.
Gem. Take this off my hand. It never matched the robe.
Oh, wouldn't that be some shit if you took his hand, too?
Oh, easy come, easy go. But yeah, the reason why I'm taking this, because the minute I do this,
Oh, okay, there.
that guy jumps up behind you.
Yeah, that's definitely different from the first scenario.
But fortunately, one close-range acid round is enough to put him down for good.
Yeah?
Nope,
I mean,
not
never mind. Forget what I said. Mosey!
User experience may vary. User experience may vary. Don't sue me.
Is he gone?
I don't know. Now it seems like a good time as any to investigate the jewel. Okay,
Quick,
so
bonk him with a stick.
No, okay, fine. I'm just gonna leave that be. I'm sure they won't
Yeah,
hurt-
you never,
I'm sure they
you
won't hurt
don't
me
have
later.
any reason to go back there, so you're fine.
So yes, sorry, acid round very much can stun him, but I'm the varying degree of weapon damage. Fine. Anyway, we remember this from the photo, and then all we gotta do is find the battery to trigger the C4, and presto, we got ourselves all 3 medallions, and we can already get downstairs. I'm gonna probably be breezing through this campaign, just because again, Matt did most of the story beats and showing off all the optional stuff for me in Leon's scenario.
Yep.
Which, now, I think you already talked about this, but doing Leon... Wow, he did do the Bandersnatch. Doing Leon A and Claire B is usually what's recommended, right?
Yeah, no. Okay. Any normal people usually say, do Leon... so what did you just say? Sorry. I'm so...
Leon A, Claire B.
Yeah, most people do that. However, canonically, it is technically supposed to be Claire A, Leon B.
Right. That's how it was in the original
that's how it's
canon anyway.
canonically?
Here it really
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
Oh, also fine. Here you go, Matt. So, come down this way. I'm looking for any new goodies. Now that I have a reason to come down here since we got the STARS USB dongle badge all set up.
Which, okay,
anything else.
citation needed. Were USBs actually that common?
Small?
Like, no. Were USBs back then that? Or,
No,
like,
this is set-
because this is,
This is set before 2000, right?
yeah, this is before the year
1998.
yeah, this is 1998.
They had USBs. I
You
just
know,
don't think
I'm
they
going
were...
to check. I'm going to check. Hold
Well,
on.
bear in mind, well, don't forget there's also a highly trained, specialized task force, so I'm pretty sure that they would have USBs. Also, I'm going to slip in here, because fortunately, Mr. Big, Tall, and Mighty Mr. X, Double X Large doesn't show up until you move further down the hall.
2000. Ha!
2000 was when they were invented?
Yeah,
or when they were
2000 is
introduced
when they
popular?
were invented.
But
So-
at the same time...
The first
the same
commercially
re-
available USB flash drive was the
Okay,
thumb
perfect,
drive.
right there. All right, that's all I need to know. So, commercially available.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
sure,
what we're doing
there
is
was a
purchasing a commercially available...
Sure, alright, fine, I guess.
This is gonna take a bit.
I'm not saying you're wrong about like that they probably weren't commercially available. I'm saying, oh, Claire, hope you get this. This place is yeah. So sometimes you'll find notes from when you're in scenario B. The idea is that things have happened before you came here, so you'll find notes from the other partner heading to you at this point.
I mean, that's about all you're gonna get up until the very end of the game, which I'm not sure how to feel about
So
that.
she
Considering
got-
I remember the classic game, they had a few more interactions between the two.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and here's Chris's story.
Like, it really does feel like they were trying a little harder to push the whole how separated the two are in terms of their whole quest. And yeah, here's the letter from Chris.
Yeah, and I'm mainly just showing off just to get our fun little.
Europe
quick-
is
quick bit.
amazing. 1 month is in no way enough to even scratch the surface. Maybe I'll extend my vacation for about 6
So
months.
he's
Why
gonna be
is he
gone
black
for another
now?
half a year.
I have
I don't
no
know.
idea.
He's deep and suave, regardless. He's gonna be gone
I mean,
for
you
another
want
half
me
a
to-
year. So Barry.
I mean, do you want me to break the
everything.
the classic RE1 Chris voice?
Never mind. I'll yeah,
And
okay.
and Claire just reads all this and just thinks out loud to herself. Almost.
This does not sound like Chris.
Something's up.
Yeah, no, that's all code words for I'm pretty much snooping into Umbrella, see if I can get any more deets on them, and hopefully get a case.
And he's in Europe, and I don't think they ever mentioned what he ever did in Europe, and because I don't think neither him nor the other girl in Resident Evil 5 ever mentioned what happened in
Nope.
in Europe. They just at that point we just assumed that that's just how he found the Boy Scouts of Associated America.
The most I know on the matter is that
I'm sorry,
I
what
think
did you say?
The Boy Scouts of Associated America.
I hate you.
What does it stand for?
Bioscan something. Hold on. BSA.
Okay, cool. I'm calling it the Boy Scouts of Associated America until I have it confirmed.
Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance.
Wouldn't that be BTSAA?
No, because bioterrorism is one word.
Oh, I thought there was a hyphen in there. Fine. So there's Wesker's office. We'll be coming back in there because I think I tried
Asshole.
to find the Rebecca photo in my thing as well. I find
I
it fun.
smell a rat.
Sorry, Wesker, you ain't gonna be diving in lava just yet. Give us another couple years.
Oh,
before
that's
we ever
right.
Get around
I'm
to...
still dead by this point.
Give us like at least 2 more years until Matt and I probably get around to ever doing 5. We got a long way ahead of us.
Yeah.
So now we go down this hallway. There we be.
You forgot to return your library book again!
Can't deal with this! Although fun
Magic facts!
Although again, fun fact, even though there isn't a save booth nor an item box in there, you can quickly duck back into the Umbrella offices, and that's considered a safe zone that no zombie or Mr. X can get inside.
Oh, I could have sworn she was here. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and quickly duck in here. So at this point, all we need to do now is simple. We just need to climb up the stairs, detonate the C4, get the third medallion, and then we can already by part 3 make it into the parking garage.
Yes, it is all so simple.
Dang, Logan, I was hoping you could do it in 2, but I guess some things just aren't meant to be.
But of course, complications happen.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Till next time, everybody.